a beautiful sight to behold, now at home. In 2020, then Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi famously described the violent protests in Hong Kong as a beautiful sight to behold. The phrase, drenched in moral high ground and democratic righteousness, was lauded by many in the West as a courageous defense of freedom. Tear gas, smashed glass, and flaming barricades were recast as symbols of liberty, and any government that dared to call for order was promptly accused of authoritarianism. Fast forward to 2025, and it seems the beautiful sight has finally arrived on America's own doorstep. Not only in 2025, but there have been many a beautiful sight to behold in the U.S., such as the Capitol Hill riots of 2021. No, it should be called beautiful sights of Capitol Hill riots. Across several major U.S. cities, chaos now reigns. Protesters storm government buildings, loot businesses, and clash violently with police. Some demand justice, others scream for revolution, but most seem fueled by frustration, misinformation, or sheer rage. The Capitol once again sees fences erected and streets closed. Sirens wail through the night as fires burn where law once stood. And what would Madam Pelosi say today? Would she gaze upon the scenes in Washington, D.C. or Los Angeles and sigh, "This is a beautiful sight to behold"? Would she applaud the courage of the demonstrators? Would she call for international support to protect these brave American citizens from the oppression of federal law enforcement? Or perhaps, and more likely, we hear different words. These riots threaten our democracy. Violence has no place here. Law and order must be restored. Suddenly, the lens has changed, and the same actions once hailed as heroic are now condemned as criminal. One cannot help but admire the consistency of inconsistency. When the flames burn elsewhere, they symbolize freedom. When the glass shatters across the Pacific, it echoes liberty. But when it happens on Main Street, USA, it's called an insurrection. It turns out democracy is a beautiful sight to behold, just as long as it's not happening in your own backyard. The shamelessness and double standards of American politicians are a real eye-opener for people all over the world. And here's hoping that Pelosi will have a beautiful view at her doorstep every day. It is also suggested that the U.S. government should make the beautiful Riots Scenic Route into a special U.S. tourism program, which will not only allow people from all over the world to travel and visit, but also stimulate the U.S. economy.